Have you ever wondered what truly happens when a soul leaves its body? What it sees, what it feels in the moments no one ever speaks about. The moments that lie hidden behind the veil between life and death. Imagine yourself standing outside your own body, looking down at the world you left behind. You see familiar faces gathered, some with sorrow in their eyes, others numb with disbelief. The air is thick with grief, the kind of grief that words cannot fully capture, and in that stillness the soul begins to sense something extraordinary. Most people never think about this. Some are too afraid. Others simply push it aside. But today, I am going to guide you through a journey few dare to take. A journey to witness what the soul truly experiences during its own funeral. But first, if you want to uncover these hidden truths and see the world from a perspective beyond life itself, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell. You won't want to miss any part of this journey. Now, let us step into the first moments. As the body lies still, the soul hovers above, weightless and yet aware. It's a strange paradox, free from the physical limits of flesh, yet tied to every emotion that echoes in the hearts of those left behind. The soul sees faces, some familiar, some estranged, and hears whispers it never could in life. Words of regret, of love, of sorrow float in the air, almost like fragile threads connecting the living and the departed. Every tear, every sigh, every silent prayer carries a weight, and the soul feels it all, as if each emotion were its own. You might think that death is an escape from suffering, but the truth is more complicated. The soul experiences a reflection of its life, a mirror of every choice, every missed opportunity, every unspoken word. And in that reflection, emotions surge like an invisible tide, overwhelming, honest, and unrelenting. The soul is not unaware of the living. It senses the patterns, the connections, the intentions of those around the coffin. Some mourn deeply, some are filled with guilt, others with relief or indifference. Each vibration in the room is felt as if it were a soundless pulse. And then, there is something else. A sense of clarity, a realization of truths long hidden during life. The soul begins to understand what mattered and what did not, what love was genuine and what was superficial. There is no judgment here, only revelation. In these first moments, the soul may feel both sorrow and gratitude. Sorrow for what it left behind, for the unfinished conversations, the unspoken apologies. Gratitude for the lives it touched, for the moments of joy it experienced. Every memory flashes, not as a burden, but as a mosaic, a tapestry of existence that only the soul can fully comprehend. As the ceremony unfolds, there is an energy in the room that cannot be ignored. The soul experiences the shockwave of collective human emotion, grief, pity, love, and sometimes even envy or relief. It is both surreal and excruciating. Every sound of crying, every whispered prayer, every heartbeat of those present reaches the soul like a wave crashing on an unseen shore. And here is where most people fail to understand. The soul feels the sincerity of emotions with absolute precision. False words, hollow gestures, and hidden malice are immediately recognized, while genuine love and devotion shine like beacons, soothing the spirit even amid the chaos. It is in these moments that the soul often realizes the fragility of human existence. Life, which once seemed so vast and eternal, now appears fleeting and delicate. Yet paradoxically, the soul also perceives the eternal nature of love, kindness, and truth. The invisible threads that continue beyond the body, beyond the ceremony, beyond even death itself. The soul may observe the mundane, a flower on the coffin, a favorite song playing, a hand resting gently on a shoulder, and feel their profound significance in ways the living could never understand. These are not just rituals. They are expressions of human connection, anchors that tether the soul briefly to the world it has left. If you are watching this now, you might be feeling curiosity, unease, or even fear. That is natural. Death is the ultimate unknown, and yet the soul experiences more than just darkness. It experiences clarity, truth, and revelation. And before we continue into the deeper revelations, the hidden truths of what the soul feels in the hours and days after the funeral, the moments when it confronts reality in ways few living humans can imagine, remember to subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell. This journey will show you realities that you may never have dared to consider. As the last words are spoken, as the final shovelful of earth covers the coffin, the soul begins to drift in a realm between worlds, no longer tethered fully to the body, yet not entirely freed. It hovers in silence, absorbing every energy, every vibration left behind by those who grieve. What strikes the soul first is the intensity of human emotion. In life, these feelings are often muted by routine, distraction, or denial. But now, stripped of the physical form, the soul experiences them in pure, undiluted form. Grief feels like an ocean, pulling and pushing, heavy yet cleansing. Love radiates as a gentle warmth, wrapping around the soul like an invisible embrace. Some emotions pierce like arrows: guilt from unresolved conflicts, regret for unspoken words, remorse for choices that caused pain. Others ripple softly, like memories of joy, laughter, and moments of connection. Every sensation is amplified, every detail illuminated. In this liminal space, the soul reflects on its own existence. It replays memories not as a series of images, but as living sensations. The scent of a loved one, the warmth of sunlight, the taste of a meal shared in laughter. These are no longer simple recollections. They are vivid experiences, reminding the soul of what it once held dear. Yet alongside these memories comes revelation. The soul recognizes patterns in its life, moments where fear overcame courage, selfishness overshadowed love, silence replaced truth. There is no judgment, but an undeniable clarity. For the first time, the soul perceives itself entirely, without illusion or pretense. This is what few dare to understand. Death does not erase life's lessons, it magnifies them. Every joy, every mistake, every act of kindness or cruelty is felt with renewed intensity. Even after the ceremony ends and mourners leave, the soul remains sensitive to the living world. It senses the absence of some, the lingering grief of others, and the quiet relief of a few. These energies reach the soul like soft waves, each one leaving a subtle imprint. In these moments, some souls may feel compassion, understanding the frailty and beauty of human existence. Others may feel sadness, wishing they had communicated differently, loved more deeply, or forgave sooner. These reflections are not punishment. They are revelation. The soul also perceives connections invisible to the living. Bonds of love and friendship, of forgiveness and betrayal, extend beyond the veil. The impact of every action, every word, every choice becomes tangible. Sometimes the soul encounters spirits, not fully alive, not fully departed, lingering near, drawn by unresolved emotion or unfinished purpose. These encounters are subtle, fleeting, yet deeply profound. The soul senses their presence, a reminder that life's energy never truly disappears, it only transforms. At times, the soul experiences waves of emotion that are overwhelming, grief that feels endless, longing that stretches into infinity. And yet, amidst these storms, there are moments of absolute peace, a memory of laughter, a silent prayer said by a loved one, a simple gesture of love that transcends death. These moments teach the soul that existence is not defined by the body alone. True essence lies in experience, connection, and awareness. As we continue this journey, you will witness the hidden realities that unfold in the hours, days, and weeks after the funeral. You will understand the weight of human emotion, the truths the soul uncovers about itself, and the delicate balance between love and regret that defines the passage from life to eternity. Before we move deeper into this unseen world, where revelations, spiritual encounters, and the raw truth of existence await, remember to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. This journey will reveal experiences that few living humans have ever imagined. As hours pass, the soul drifts further from the physical world. The sensations of grief and love linger, yet a new awareness begins to emerge. A sense of something far greater than earthly existence. It is subtle at first, a gentle pull, a vibration that resonates through every fiber of the spirit. And then, slowly, images and perceptions arise. Flashes of light, echoes of sound, and impressions of spaces that cannot exist in the physical world. The soul begins to perceive a realm governed by truth rather than time, by love rather than fear. Colors are richer, sounds are purer, and emotions exist in their most authentic form. Here, the soul realizes that everything in life, joy, pain, regret, and forgiveness, carries consequences that extend far beyond the mortal plane. In this realm, the soul understands things that were invisible in life. Small acts of kindness, often forgotten by the world, shine brightly like stars. Moments of cruelty or neglect are seen in their true impact, sometimes as dark shadows that cling to the spirit, urging reflection and atonement. Every relationship is revealed in full clarity. The soul sees love in its raw form, untangled from pride, fear, or misunderstanding. It recognizes bonds that were nurtured with sincerity and also those that were superficial or broken. Here, the soul feels the profound truth of human existence, that life is not measured by material achievements or fleeting pleasures, but by the depth of love, honesty, and integrity that one imparts into the world. As the soul explores this emerging reality, it begins to notice others, not the living, but spirits who exist in a state between worlds. Some are drawn by unresolved emotions, some by lingering attachment to the physical realm. These spirits may appear as faint, shimmering presences, guiding, comforting, or warning. For the soul, these encounters are both comforting and unsettling. They reveal that death is not the end, but a continuation, a transformation. The soul feels the weight of its past choices, the ripples of its actions, and the eternal nature of truth and love. At the same time, there is no fear for those who lived with sincerity. A sense of protection, a quiet reassurance, envelopes the soul. It is a feeling unlike anything experienced in life, profound, absolute, and deeply moving. Moments of revelation often come as visions. The soul sees itself from outside, watching its life unfold in full detail. Moments of courage and fear, love and neglect, honesty and deception. There is no need for judgment. These visions exist to reveal truth and encourage understanding. Some souls may relive key moments, sensing the full emotional weight of every choice. Others may glimpse the interconnectedness of lives, recognizing how their actions influenced not just their own path, but the lives of countless others. Through these visions, the soul begins to perceive the sacred patterns of existence. Love, forgiveness, and compassion emerge as forces stronger than any earthly power. And slowly, the soul begins to understand its own purpose beyond the physical life it has left behind. The soul senses that the journey is just beginning. While the funeral marks the passage from one world to another, it is only the first step in a longer process of awakening, reflection, and understanding. Here, the soul confronts truths that the living rarely see: the weight of unhealed wounds, the power of sincere love, and the eternal nature of the spirit. These realizations may bring discomfort or sorrow, but they also illuminate the path toward peace, clarity, and fulfillment. What comes next for the soul is beyond anything most humans imagine: a journey into revelations, forgiveness, and eternal truths that few dare to face. In the next part of this journey, you will witness what the soul experiences as it fully embraces the spiritual reality, perceiving the unseen threads that connect all existence. And before we continue, remember to subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell. You are about to explore realities hidden to most, truths that change the way we see life, death, and the eternity that follows. As the soul moves further into the spiritual realm, a profound sense of understanding emerges. Every moment of life, every choice made, every connection forged or broken becomes clear. The soul feels the weight of regrets, but also the power of forgiveness, both given and received. Here there is no pretense, no denial, only truth. The soul realizes that love, above all else, is eternal. Every act of genuine kindness, every moment of selfless care, continues to resonate long after the body has returned to the earth. The soul often encounters feelings that were never fully addressed in life. Guilt, resentment, anger, emotions carried for decades, are finally seen in their entirety. And yet, here in this sacred space, the soul has the opportunity to release them. Forgiveness is not just a concept. It is a tangible, liberating experience. Forgiveness for oneself, forgiveness for others. It is a cleansing force, allowing the spirit to soar free from the chains of past mistakes. The soul understands that to linger in resentment is to bind itself unnecessarily, while embracing love and forgiveness opens the path to true peace. The soul begins to perceive life as a vast tapestry. Each action, each word, each gesture of love or neglect contributes to a pattern that extends far beyond the physical world. Moments that seemed small or insignificant are illuminated as vital threads, connecting the soul to countless others in ways unseen during life. Even grief, experienced by those left behind, is understood as a reflection of love. Every tear shed, every prayer whispered, is a recognition of the soul's impact and a continuation of connection beyond death. In this final stage, the soul perceives its eternal purpose. Life on earth was a fleeting chapter, but the essence of who it is remains. The experiences, lessons, and emotions now inform the soul's understanding of itself and the universe. Some souls feel drawn toward continued growth, to assist and influence others in subtle ways, to inspire or guide. Others are enveloped in stillness, in complete awareness and contentment, free from earthly desire yet fully present in the eternal reality. No matter the path, the soul understands that life, death, and eternity are interconnected, and that love is the force that binds them all. As we leave this journey, one truth becomes undeniable. The soul's experience at its funeral and beyond is profound, complex, and filled with both revelation and serenity. It sees what is hidden, feels what is unspoken, and learns what is eternal. And now, as we reflect on these truths, let them remind us to cherish life, nurture love, forgive freely, and recognize the invisible threads that connect us all. Death is not an end, but a doorway, and the soul's journey through it reveals mysteries that the living can only begin to imagine. If you have been moved by this journey, if it has awakened curiosity, wonder, or reflection, do not forget to subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell. More hidden truths and spiritual revelations await. Truths that few dare to witness, but that can transform the way you see life, death, and eternity. Thank you for joining this journey. And remember, the soul's path is eternal, and understanding it can change the way we live, love, and perceive the world around us.